Hey guys, this is Lisa Tedder with Tedder Bear Stamping. I've been a demonstrator with Stampin' Up! For, well, since 2003. I'm hitting my 20th year this year. I'm so excited. Here are the cards that I'm going to be using today. I just wanted to show you so that you know kind of what we're going to be doing. I am doing something unconventionally today with the dies and the stamps. It's just something that came out of my head, so I hope you enjoy. Let me go ahead and turn you around. Alright, so this is the stamp set we're using. It's called Rhino Ready, and it's only available online. So you need to go online. The link will be in my descriptions. So make sure you go. The dies are so much fun. So here you go to see. I especially liked this one. As soon as I saw it, I thought lightning. I just thought that was pretty cool, and I love the treetops. So let's get started on the cards. So first off, I wanted to show you, let's see, we have on the online also this embossing folder. I don't know if you can see it. You kind of can. Oh, there you go. That's better. So you got this, and then let me show you the other. All three come in a pack, and it's $30. Let me show you what they look like. This one, oh, I like this side better, has a bunch of flowers. So cool, huh? Or stars, or whatever you want to call them. And then this one has dots, but look at on the other side. How cool is that? So it's just something I wanted to show you because it's brand new, and I'm all for brand new things. All right, so we're going to go ahead and start. I'm going to put this aside. We do have a base of Pacific Point, and I'm going to go ahead and use my, whoop, it's right here, my bone folder, to make sure that the edge is nice. And it also helps you to, like, if it's off a little bit when you score it, it helps you to keep it straight. So we have that, and we have this, and we're going to put those aside. Okay, and then I'm going to bring in my white that we're going to use. So I am going to stamp it with Old Olive and the grass that's in the set. So let me go ahead and put this underneath just in case, because I'm going to be going across and I don't want to get it on my table. So we're just going to stamp it all the way across. And I'm going to add one more there because it looked a little bit like it wasn't there. All right, so I went ahead and in this set I made a mask of the grass. Yes, I'm a glutton. So this is what it looks like. So you can tell I've already used it. I'm going to go ahead and put this, I want it to be somewhat over here. I'm trying to see, okay, that one works. Here we go. So I want him to be over here on this left side. I'm going to have my hippo hiding in the grass. First thing I thought of when I saw this set. Thought, okay, for sure. All right, let me get my black ink. All right, so here's my memento. And when the stamp set has open spaces like this, I always like to ink it upside down because then it helps to not get it in the center, because if you're squishing down you might hit it. All right, so I want his eye and a part of his head to be out, so I'm not stamping the whole thing on here. I just want to get him hiding in the bushes. See how his eyes peeking out? That's what I loved. Okay, first before, well no, I'm going to go ahead, take this off and put this back in here so I don't lose it and forget where I put it. And I'm going to color my grass with the light Old Olive. And then I'm going to come in and color him. Okay, so now I want to add a little bit of green at the bottom before I color him in. So I'm going to bring in my brush. We have these new mini blending brushes, so be sure to check those out. They're so cool. All right, so I'm just going to go along the bottom just so it's not quite so white behind. I'm not going to get so much on where he's at because I want to color him. All right. So let's go to coloring him now. I'm going to use the Smoky Slate, and I think I am going to use the dark just for where you see these lines here and on his tail, because I really want his tail to stick out. It's the only part of him that he could not hide because it just was too cute. Okay. So this is giving you a little bit of an insight into how my brain works. Isn't he cute? Okay, so now that is pretty much the hard part. I'm going to go ahead and do the sky real quick so that I can finish this up. I will be doing 2 cards today for my live, so it's pretty cool. Or not live. I'm recording this because I wanted to be able to cut some of it out but still show you 2 cards. Okay, so I don't do it super dark because I think that if you look at this, it kind of looks like there's clouds in there too. So I'm going to go ahead and move this because I don't need that anymore, and it's a little distracting. So one thing that they have is, and I'm not sure if this was supposed to be in the designer's ideas, whether this was clouds or the tops of the trees. I kind of thought they were tops of trees, so this is how I thought that I would use them, but as clouds. So I'm going to go ahead and put some adhesive on. Tuck in anything that kind of went over because this wasn't that thick or wide. And I'm going to put one down here. And then I'm going to put dimensionals on the back of this one. Will this fit? It's pretty tight. Just making sure it doesn't show on the other side. Okay, so now I'm going to take off the backs. Now I am going to try something new, so hopefully you're paying attention because this is something I have not done before. I am going in the next week before my next live, because every other week I'm going to go live and I'm going to tape one. But I am going to offer, for those that leave me a comment here on my YouTube, I am going to go ahead and do a drawing and send out 2 of the cards. So this one and the next one. And then you guys can just let me know which one you want when you type it in, and we'll see if, okay, we'll see if there's one that you really like that you would like me to share with you. Alright, so now I've got my tree trunk that I cut out of soft suede, and I'm going to go ahead and put just some, hopefully, micro dots on it. This is a brand new glue, so hopefully this is gonna work. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and put this, I want him to show up more than I did with my last one. So I'm gonna move this one over some and put it down. And then we have the big tree top. Isn't that pretty? Love that. And I'm going to put dimensionals on that because I need to get that to stand up so that it's really noticeable. This is a very fun set, so I hope that you guys go out online and check it out. Okay. There we go. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and take these backs off and put it on the front of the card. Okay. Over our tree trunk there, and he's hiding in the grass. And I'm going to put "It's a Great Day" because I think that's really cute. And we're going to use Memento for that one too. Hopefully I get this straight. Ah, pretty good. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and put that onto that piece that I embossed because I thought that looked kind of tropical, or what is the word? Not tropical, like it would be from the forest or something. I'm sure there's another word I'm thinking of. It just isn't coming to me right now. All right, so we're going to put this on. Isn't he cute? Okay, and then we're going to go ahead and put that on to the front. What's cool about these folders is that you get to pick which side that you want to use, and I just thought this one looked more rugged, so that's why I chose it. And I'm leaving a very small border of the blue only because I wanted to make sure that the folder could be seen. All right, so let's do the inside. And all we're going to do there is we're going to stamp him again and color him. And then put a sentiment on the inside. Oh shoot. Okay, let's see if I can line him up. This is going to be scary. Nope. This is why we have two sides. Okay. Got to make sure you get him. All right. Gonna go ahead and color him one more time. All right, and then we're just gonna say hello there because he was hiding earlier. I know, I make stories up about my cards all the time. You can go ahead and roll your eyes because that's what my kids do all the time too. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and put that on. Oh yeah, I made it a little bit bigger. And so my front and inside layers are always, well, usually the same, because then I don't have to worry about which one's the front, which one's the back, or inside. So this way, everything's the same and it works. All right, let's go ahead and put him in here, and we're done with card one. Hopefully you love the second card as much as I do. All right, let's get that. Okay, cute, huh? So maybe if you leave a message or a comment, you might be able to get this in the mail. All right, let's go on to the second one. All right, so for this one, we are using a different green. I'm using Evening Evergreen because it's about ready to go out. As soon as the new catalog comes out in May, I think it's May, this will be no longer available. And it makes me sad, so I'm going to go ahead and use this as much as I can. All right, so we're going to go ahead, and I wanted to show you, hold on one second, here it is. So we have the rain folder, the rainfall, or it's on my blog, so make sure you go check out my blog at teddybearstamping.com. You can get the PDFs for free if you go sign up for my newsletter, but it's all listed on there. The only problem is that the raindrops are going the wrong way, so like on the folder, because you know, gravity is supposed to go like this, where this is how they are. So when you put this in, I only wanted partial raindrops. So when you put it in, put it all the way like up here, and then only when you run it through the machine, only do it to like halfway. So that way you only have partial on your raindrops. Okay, I really wanted that to like stand out. So we're going to go ahead and bring this back in. I'm going to go ahead and stamp my rhino, but this time he's got a little bird friend. Oh no, that's a different one, so sorry. It's this one because he's looking back. So we're going to go ahead and get him inked up. And I'm going to put him over here. This is why you don't want the raindrops coming all the way down, because then you're going to get into your hippo and it won't look right. All right, so I also made a mask for him. Oh, here it is. Okay, so it's really fun to cut these out. I use the cat hair. I use the tape that I've shown previously. I'll show it again here in just a second. It's Post-it tape, and I love it. It comes in, it's removable Post-it tape, and it comes in this big roll, and I'm using it constantly. So we have that. I'm going to go ahead and we're going to stamp the grass along the bottom. This time it's not going to be up as high because I don't want to take up that space. And the reason why we put a mask is so that it doesn't look like he's, it looks like he's standing by the grass. I don't know. Then we're going to go ahead and I'm going to take off some of that old olive. It doesn't really matter because this is a darker ink, so it makes it okay. But I'm going to go ahead and just sponge across. All right. Oh, I got green there. We will fix that later. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and come in with Smoky Slate, and while he's still masked, we're going to go over the raindrops with the Smoky Slate. And this is where I got it from. Let me wipe my hands. Okay, so we're going to just go over this whole front with Smoky Slate, and I'm going to try to make it somewhat dark because of course I've got that green there that I want to cover up, but you'll see why I'm doing it dark in a minute. But also what it does is it makes these raindrops really show up. All right. And guess what I just did? It's upside down again. My raindrops are going the wrong way. Okay, so we're just going to keep going. You guys after all my explanation of making sure you get them on right, and on my PDF I said watch video because, you know, of course I was going to get it right. Nope, it's going upside down again, but it's still cute. So I'm just gonna leave it for now instead of starting all over. All right, so what makes this really pretty is to go in on each raindrop and adding some Wink of Stella. I'll be speeding this up so you don't have to watch each one. Okay, so now we've got that done. I'm going to go ahead and put the bird on his tail, and I'm going to go ahead, well, let's take this off. Hopefully, this is what I'm worried about, is making sure that he is not hanging in the air. So what I'm going to do, just to be on the safe side so I know exactly where his feet end, I'm going to go ahead and trim my rubber so that his feet are right below that. That way I know. All right, so let's get the black. This is such a tiny stamp, you do want to ink it upside down. I mean, like when it's on there. So we're going to go ahead and, oh, he's got one on there. He's doing a little balancing act. All right, so we're going to go ahead and color him again, and we're going to color the bird. So I'll speed this up and you can watch how I do it. Okay, so we have all that. Now I want to have a tree behind him, so I'm going to come in with my soft suede marker, and I'm just going to draw that like that. Come in with my evening evergreen, and I'm going to put that right here, but of course we're going to pop it up again. Okay, so they're hiding under this tree. Now we have the fun part. So I have another one of these tree toppers that's supposed to go on there, but I want to sponge it a little bit more with the gray ink. So since I've already used gray ink on the front of the card, I'm just going to go ahead and do it over the cloud. And I'm going to go ahead and open this up. And I'm just going to do, I got a lot on here. I'm going to go around the edges so it's a little darker on the edges than it is in the inside of the cloud. Okay, then of course I want to give it a silver lining. Because he is out with his friend, right? Okay, so I'm just going to take my Wink of Stella and go around the edges, and I know I've mentioned this before, but if you are new, if you've never done this, you want to do it. It's such a little thing with a big impact. My team member Pat showed me how to do this, and I absolutely love it. Okay, so can you see the silver lining? Isn't that cool? Okay. Dimensionals. Just going to put them on here. Oh, first, let me show you. I forgot one thing. Okay, so here is the tree trunk, but like I said, it looks like lightning to me. So I decided to put this coming out from the cloud. Isn't that cool? Okay, I know, it's the little things for me. So I'm going to go ahead and use some glue dots and put it at the bottom of the now cloud. You just want to make sure you get it hooked on there correctly. And then we're going to put this, now you could trim some of this and make the lightning come down a little bit further. You know, like one set will come down so it looks like it's reaching, but we're not going to do that right now. I'm going to go ahead and finish putting on my dimensionals, making sure I go over my lightning so it does not come off. And I need one more. I'm going to trim this just a tad. I don't want the point on there. There we go. That way I don't have to manipulate it. Alright, so that's going to go up here. So this is how my mind works sometimes. On my blog I have a couple of other instances where I've done this, so if you want to go check it out, it's teddybearstamping.com. My Facebook is Teddy Bear Stamping, my Instagram's Teddy Bear Stamping. The only thing that's not Teddy Bear Stamping is Twitter, and I don't use it very often, but that's Teddy Bear Stamp. Teddy Bear Stamping, for some odd reason, they wouldn't take it. Alright, so I'm going to put this up here. So him and his friend are walking along, and I had to use a stamp set that wasn't in this set because the sentiment I wanted to get across was not going to work with this lightning. Alright, so I have a piece of these smoky slate. I'm going to come in with the sentiment that says the best way to get through things is together. And I'm going to use this and hopefully get it right in the middle. Perfect, somewhat. Then I'm going to go ahead and mount that onto a piece of Evening Evergreen. Okay, I'm going to trim this one side because I think it's just too far. And then we'll put it on here and I'll trim that too. So on my PDF, it does say to trim it if desired. It's whether or not you feel comfortable. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put that down here flat. Hopefully you like my sense of humor because this was fun. This was very fun for me. Does that look straight? Looks a little bit crooked. Hold on. Let's just move one edge up just a tad. Okay, so now we have that. So let's go ahead and put that onto our front with my upside down raindrops. I can't believe I did that. I was so careful. Obviously not. Whoop, up, 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 up. Nope, nope, nope. You are crooked. Gotta get that straight. Alright. Alright, so we have that. Now we just have to do the inside, and that's going to be very easy. That's just going to be using the grass at the bottom and then one sentiment on the top. And the sentiment is going to say, don't let worry spoil your happy. Because you're out with your friend. So what if it's storming? Everything will be fine. Okay, and then we'll do the grass. And I am not going to color the grass or anything. I'm just stamping it with the green, and we're going to make it short like we did on the front so they match, and we'll put that on. Okay. Alright, so we're going to move this away and go ahead and put adhesive on this and put it on the inside of the card. So remember, I know I've already mentioned this, please subscribe to my channel. I work very hard. I usually try to do a video every week, and This way you will be reminded every time I have a video. And if you want to share it, extra points for you. And let me know which card that you would like to get if you are chosen. So we have these two. So make sure you tune in and watch the whole thing, even with the upside down raindrops. Is still cute, I hope. And just let me know. This one I did put a little bit closer to cover him up a little bit more. And let me show you the other one, because I thought that you might not be able to see him if here, but that's kind of what I liked, is that he was really hiding, and that was a surprise. So you might get either or, depending. You can tell me. Unplugged my phone. Okay, so for those of you that, okay, it's still going. Those of you that watch live, I do a drawing every week. You just have to wait to the end and see if your name is drawn. So, all right, I will see you next time. Thank you so much for coming. I really appreciate that you took your time out of your schedule to come and visit me. Thank you.